This is your VUTV 15 weather update. I'm Konnor Stump, your productions director here at the VUTV studios. Let's take a look now at your December 15th weather headlines. With snow currently falling in Valparaiso, there's a little accumulation that's really going to be expecting with this system because most of this week has been pretty warm. The ground hasn't had enough time to cool off. So therefore, not much snow will stick around. Following the system, though, we are expecting to see a cooler week. Right now it is 33 degrees in Valpo as well as much of the region. But if we look at how that's going to be trending, well, you don't see much happening actually. In fact, tonight's low is going to be in the lower upper 20s, and then we're going to barely warm up, but going to stick around the same thing for most of the days. Those lower 30s, upper 20s. Saturday they get closer to the central 20s, but again, it's going to look pretty much the same until Saturday. But then after Monday comes along, we will expect to see those temperatures start to fall more as we zoom out to look at where everything is nationally. We can see a cooler air is off to our northwest. That's what's keeping much of our region in check. It's kind of balancing out that daytime heating we're getting from the sun based on how much that is being moved into our area. We're not seeing much change. And so with that, we're going to expect to see our low in the 29 degrees. A few flurries will stick around from the current band in Valpo. And then again, not much warmer for tomorrow. This is what we're sitting at right now is the snow-wise. This band has moved in within the last 2 hours. It's dumped a little bit of snow, but none of it has really sticked. And then there's about maybe 2 to 3 more hours left of the heavy to moderate snow fall, and then it gets lighter as the night progresses. And as you can see, it's starting to break up here across northern Illinois. It's breaking up, so it's about done with what it has to give. But that's not true for what's happening up near Minnesota. North of Minneapolis, we have a low pressure system currently sitting, spreading snow in all directions from that point. And over near Bismarck, they actually see a blizzard warning right now because of the wind and heavy snow is making it blinding conditions out for them. They might see about a half a foot of snow to up to a foot in some areas. The same can be said about kind of the central part of New York where you see this snow band that's just sticking here. Over near Buffalo and the further south you get, you see that rain-snow transition. Severe weather it was here in Norfolk. Earlier, it looks like it has subsided a bit as the thunderstorm warning is not issued anymore. But where we still see those thunderstorms are off near Fort Myers where there was a thunderstorm warning recently. And this pretty much is the last bit we see from those storms that have passes in the last 40 hours, several tornadoes, including some in New Orleans and much of Mississippi. Taking a look at the future rainfall, this is not giving you a good picture of how much snow is expecting to fall. It doesn't really calculate that well, but we should be probably seeing about close to a half foot to a foot of snow up here in Bismarck and pretty much close to snow up there in New York. It's about a 10-to-1 ratio between the snow and what we see calculated based off precipitation-wise. So looking off at the future radar, a lot of snow is off to the eastern side of the lake, but moving as Friday starts, you get midday Friday, it's pretty much gone. It's pretty much now just concentrated into Michigan and above. It's not going to be here in Indiana, so not much to worry about that snow system. But let's see how much it's accumulating still. Not much really, especially if you get any further south of Valparaiso. It's going to be pretty much just a dusting. And maybe a quarter if we're lucky that might stick, but not much. I mean, from the lake effect snow, from the wind blowing off the lake, you'll see higher snowfall the closer you get to Grand Rapids, and then up as you get close to that low pressure system in Minneapolis, you will see more snow kind of for that area. Though we have a little bit of, it's kind of gusty, about 20-mile-per-hour wind gusts tonight. Going into Friday night, you see a little bit more closer to Minneapolis where the systems are currently sitting, but that will move off to our north. We won't see any of it for our region, and then those wind chills will die down later this week. Friday, you see some flurries. Saturday, that wind kicks in, and then woo, is that the teens I see on Wednesday and Thursday? Next no chance will be on Thursday, maybe a little bit of precipitation there, but it's going to be cold, especially as we approach Christmas. Have a great one, Valpo.